Hope you're well. Terrier 930 back again tonight on Goldcrest Valley. So I hope you're all doing well again tonight. And I thought tonight what I have been doing some round bale silage. As you can see, we have got about 11 round bales done up to press. I do want to finish this job off and then get these bales, start wrapping them, so that we can get some silage done for the cattle, because that is most important. We have, of course, got the straw down there now. We have got the hay down there, and the last thing we need is, of course, the silage bales. So the sooner we can get these baled up, wrapped, and down there, the better. So yeah, that's pretty much tonight's job. As you can see, we still haven't had this rain that's forecast. We are still waiting. You can definitely tell it's not Great Britain, because when we have rain forecast in this country, you can more or less guarantee it will be here straight away. So you can tell we are in America. So we just have got this one last grass swath to bale up. And I think we've probably got something in the region of 15, 16 bales perhaps. We'll be quite happy with that. One thing we are going to have to do is we haven't bought as yet the wrapper for the round bales. So that is one thing we are going to have to do. We are going to have to nip down to the store and get those picked up. I'm not too sure if we are going to get another bale off this field. Hopefully we will do. Or we may just drop short. Are we going to get away with it? Yes. So it does look like when we put this round baler back into stock, we will have a little bit of grass left in it. That's not too much of a problem. So we'll turn that off, and then what we will do, we will have to nip down to the store and pick up the bale wrapper. So we'll put this back into this shed here. Hopefully without too many issues with my famous reversing, as it is now known. Now I'm led to believe tomorrow there is a patch coming out for the console. So hopefully that will solve a few of the issues that a few people have been having. I'm led to believe hopefully they have patched the silage pits. That's one thing I am hoping, so that we can look into doing silage. I think that'll pretty much do us there, to be honest. So if we head up this way towards the store, I think this is probably the quickest way. It is a little bit of a faff having to run backwards and forwards to the store, because if you remember in FS15 we could just reset anything that we bought back to the farm, which was a lot handier. But I suppose this does make it more realistic. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not looking at the junction there. We'll just put some beacons on. We are going to have to get past him, because he's going a little bit slow in his larder or whatever it is. Not that there's anything wrong with larders, of course. So let's go and pick up this bale wrapper. take our next left here, I think. No, there was that stop sign there, but there was nothing coming, so we did get away with that. We better just have a quick look before we do join the highway. Can we get into the store before they decide to walk past us? Yes, we can. So let's have a look. We need to go into baling technology, don't we? So there we go. So we want the Ursus bale wrapper, which is £42,000. So we'll get that bought. There's no upgrade that we can do on that. We could lease it, to be honest. What's the initial cost? So it's £4,620 to lease it. But I guess we are going to need it pretty much all the time once we do get the cattle. Yeah, let's get it bought. I'm not a fan of leasing equipment, to be honest. So hopefully it has got some bale wrap on it. Yep. And we don't need to purchase a few boxes of wrap. We won't knock that young lady down there. That wouldn't be a good move. And we can start getting these bales wrapped. Just cut up that guy there at the junction. He's probably sat there swearing and cursing at us. I don't actually want to go that way because otherwise we are going to be heading back onto the dual carriageway. We do actually want to be going this way. You can see I still am getting to grips with this map after last night's episode when we failed to find Denton Bakery. Which wasn't ideal, was it? But we did get there eventually. It does seem quicker going this way than going out the main farmyard and going all the way around. So if we cut up our dirt track here, can turn our beacons off now we are not on the main road. I know this isn't a quick job, so we may do a few bales, see how quickly it does actually take us. So let's get that piece of equipment unfolded and see how we get on. How many wraps this will put on this bale, I'm not too sure. In real life, when we're doing round bale silage on my friend's farm, I think it's around it's about 4 wraps the machine actually puts on. So we'll get that unloaded. So that took around, what, 90 seconds, something like that. Well, then get on the wrapper. What? What's wrong with you? Taking it at a funny angle. Is Is that what was wrong with it? Yeah, there we go. As you may notice, we have only actually baled half of this field, because I was thinking possibly about mowing the other half and turning that into hay. Because when I did say earlier we did have hay down at the cattle, I actually got that wrong. It is actually the grass that we have got down there. But once we get these wrapped, then it will be nice to invest into the cows. Taking that at a bad angle again. Better. So that's 2 wrapped up to press. I think that bale wrapper looks quite good on that Massey Ferguson tractor there. Looks quite smart. I am thinking we could have actually started that sunflower harvest down at 23. I know last night I did say that we wasn't going to start it. Come back here, Bale. Because of the imminent rain that we did have. But it is looking like we could have actually started, because looking over the tops of those mountains in the distance, we have still got some blue sky. So yeah, is it worth risking it? Just wondering where our pickup truck is, because I can't see it down at the farmyard outside our house. So I think we'll do this one last bale, and then I am gonna run down to the Massey Ferguson, and we may as well start that sunflower harvest. I know I did say last night that we wasn't going to bother, but we can't keep waiting for the rain to move in. We just can't. So I think we'll leave that there. I will wrap the rest of those when I'm not recording, because it wouldn't make the most interesting video, me wrapping bales for half an hour. Where is the pickup? I have not got a clue. We've lost our pickup, guys. Right, let's it's down here. What's it doing down here? Very strange. We still have got our corn there to harvest as well. I really don't understand why my pickup was there. It's a mystery, as the song goes. So let's head down to field 23. Shouldn't take us too long in this pickup. We've already got our fence down here with the trailer on. Just park this over here, out of our way. I really hope that we don't do the first run down the field and then it does decide to start raining. That would be just our luck. we're just slightly too far over. There we go, that's better. So that's our first crop, is it, of sunflower? I think it is. You can just see the sunflower heads going into the header there. Just come out of cab view just for the second. We don't need our beacons on with this harvesting in the field. It is a nice combine, is this Massey Ferguson. It's just about the right size for what we do need at the moment. I mean, once we do get the larger fields, then we can look into possibly the larger case combine or the New Holland CR10. But we'll see how we get on. Seems pretty sufficient for what we do need at the moment. I think we're just about right on that right hand side there. It is so hard to judge that header, especially where that joystick is with that computer pad there. If that wasn't there, we'd probably be able to judge that header slightly better. But we should get a decent yield off this. We have done the 3 fertilisation stages, so we should get 100% productivity off it. I will think we will get most of this field into that crampé trailer, not the crampé trailer, is it? It's the agri-liner. I think we will get most of this in there. While we're on at the moment, just a quick thank you to those of you that have joined the Facebook page. If you would like to join still, please do so. Got about 15-16 members up to press, but I would like to grow the community. Come out of cab view for a little bit. If you don't know what the channel is, on Facebook it is Farming Simulator 17, Console Terrier 930, PS4. So I'm sure many of you have got a Facebook page, so if you want to join it, please feel free. I'm just going to check quickly on, once we have harvested this field, the soil composition, just to see if it did need ploughing again, and thankfully it doesn't. So that is one job we aren't going to have to do. In fact, if my memory does serve me correctly, we did harvest this and we did replough it after the last harvest, so not too sure what I will put back into this field. I think I will hire a worker actually, because what we could do, whoa, we'll just get out of his way. We run across to the fence. That's actually running speed, believe it or believe it not. We can get him offloaded with what he has got on board. And then if we leave the Agriliner trailer at the side of the field and then nip up to Top Farm, and what we can do, we can bring the cultivator down here, or we can cultivate these stalks back into the ground. They will rot down, so that will give us good nutrients into the soil, ready for the next crop. I am just going to let him turn around, just so that we're not running into the sunflowers. I'm sure if we did run into the sunflowers with this bit of machinery, we would rip all the heads off and we wouldn't get much of a decent crop, so that wouldn't be a good move. So we'll just let him sort himself out. I think the grain tank holds 8,000 litres on this Massey Ferguson. So if we get him offloaded, and then he should be pretty much okay for most of the field. While we nip up and get the cultivator. We probably could do with another tractor at some stage. It's a nice little shot there. I think we have got his tank empty on that now, because the speed of the sunflower going into the trailer has slowed down considerably. So pull the trailer across here. We can leave it at the side of the field. So we'll drop that off, and we will head up to the farm. It does seem to be coming a little bit hazy. I've got a funny feeling that the rain isn't too far away, which is absolutely typical. Well, never mind. If we can get most of that field done before it does arrive, it would be a bonus, wouldn't it? As you can see, the haze over the top of the mountains over there. I don't think it's far away at all. So get this cultivator unfolded. Lower that down. It's not the biggest cultivator in the game, but I think for what we need at the moment, it is sufficient for what we are going to be doing. This fence certainly isn't having any issues pulling it. It shouldn't do with 360 horsepower under the engine. I really am keeping my fingers and toes crossed that this rain can hold off just for a little bit longer. Oh, well, I suppose when it does arrive, it will wash our kit off. As you can see there, our pickup is absolutely filthy. Even though we have got a jet wash up at the farm. It's just I haven't got round to doing it. That's not a great turn at all there. We'll just back up slightly. So we are slightly off there. We aren't going to pick up that left hand side. So lower it down at that. Just think what we may put back in this field. We may put a corn back in here, because those piggies do love to eat that corn, as well as scoffing the soybean. They are partial to a bit of soybean, it seems. Just wondering what their cleanliness is actually. May just have a quick look. So they've got 100% cleanliness, which is good. Yep, they're quite happy. When does the next animal spawn? So the next animal spawns in 1 hour and 7 minutes. That will take us up to 12 pigs. The next animal spawns on the sheep in 38 hours. Wow. That is quite a wait. Does help if you remember to lower the cultivator before you set off. That low cloud cover really does look to be closing in now. Although we still have got a bit of blue sky in the distance there. I think what we will do, we'll just get this lined up. I know it's not ideal, but we will unhitch it and pick up that Agroliner trailer. Although I suppose, thinking about it, we could, because it isn't being used at the moment. Let's nip back up to the top farm and we can detach that silage wrapper. So Massey Ferguson isn't doing anything at the moment, so we might as well utilise it. Because we can't hire, we'll just fold it before we detach it. Because we can't hire workers to do the bale wrapping for us. Would be nice if we could, of course, but in an ideal world, Doesn't seem to be a great deal of traffic comes up and down this road here. So I don't think we need our beacons on. See if we can get something like onto this trailer at first attempt. Yep, we won't run over our freshly cultivated ground. It'd be a good move. And at least we are on the right side of the combine this time, so we're not running through the crop again. Massey Ferguson's working in tandem here. What, 54% in the trailer? I think he is offloaded again because the rate it is going in that trailer again has dropped off. So I think we'll pull this trailer over here next to the railway line. Should be okay there, I would think. We'll jump back into our trusty Fendt, the Fendt 900 Vario. So right guys, I think I'll crack on with this job. So thank you for watching the video again tonight. If you have seen anything you've enjoyed, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Cheers guys. See you later. Ta-da.